What's up, YouTube? Just Rock back with another YouTube video. Today I'm gonna just be showing my unreleased builds. I'm gonna show like the attributes and the cap breakers. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm not gonna build the build step by step. I'm just gonna show the complete build with the cap breakers, and I'm gonna tell you one thing I enjoyed about the build. All right, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. The first build we're gonna be doing is my two-way 3-level score. This was designed to be a Klay Thompson build. So here's the attributes. As you can see, I really wanted it to be a shooter. I utilized the cap breakers there. Klay Thompson was really a good defender for the Golden State Warriors. So I went 93 perimeter. I went 86 steal with the cap breakers and 92 speed, so I could really move off the ball, get open off the ball. And that's what the Klay Thompson build looked like. On to my next build. All right, so for my second build, we got a 6-foot point guard. My two-way mid-paint playmaker. This is my Chris Paul build. Here's what the attributes are looking like. So we got a 95 driving layup. Chris Paul couldn't really dunk like that, so we went with the 95 driving layup. No dunk, no standing dunk, of course. Chris Paul is one of the OG mid-range snipers, so I went with a 99 mid-range. And he wasn't really a shooter like that back in the day from three. Like, he can make them. So I went 83 three-pointer. And he's one of the best playmakers of all time. With 92 pass act. He could really handle the ball. So I went 94 ball handle. And then, of course, Chris Paul was no cone. I give him a 91 perimeter and a 91 steal because he was a steal leader multiple years of his career. And that's the Chris Paul build. All right, for the third build, I have my Kawhi Leonard build. I put it at point guard because I was at the time I made this build, the small guards were fading threes, and it was hard to guard them. So this two-way mid-post scorer was a Kawhi Leonard build, main ball handler type build at point guard, because I wanted to lock down the main ball handler in random rec and really just shut down what they were doing. So I went 80 driving dunk because, Kawhi does get contacts, but 80 driving dunk was a good threshold so I could still get the elite defense. I turned my 41 post control into an 80 because Kawhi really works in the post. Kawhi's a deadly mid-range shooter, so I went 88 on the mid-range. I really could go one more, it looks like. Yeah, so we get the 89 mid-range. And because it's a point guard, I was working on the pass act. 80 pass act was a pretty good threshold. And then that lockdown ability, being able to lead the offense, but then also take on the best matchup defensively. You get a 99 perimeter and 99 steal. Just a really fun all-around build. I was able to shut down a lot of players. Just to show you some badges. Legend on-ball menace. Legend, all the steal badges. Legend challenger. I had a lot of fun on this build. On to the next build. All right, with my next build, I made a Draymond Green build. I wanted to make like a short power forward that could get it done defensively, and that's my two-way small ball forward. The idea of this build was to be like a Draymond Green. So the finishing kind of mid. Draymond not the best scorer. I went with the 83 3-ball because it was meant to be like prime Draymond. Prime Draymond shot almost 40% from three. And then Draymond is always known for his playmaking and defense. So I went 92 pass act. And then, of course, the Draymond build got to be loaded defensively. I went 91 on the prim. I went 96 steal. And 80 block, I believe that gets you the rim take. So you can protect the rim better. And then I got a 92 D-boy. Because what would a defensive build be without rebounding at the, power forward and center? Because you're trying to close out the possession. But that's my Draymond Green build. On to the next build. Okay, so this build wasn't really modeled after anybody. It really is just like I wanted to try standing dunk on a guard. So this is my rim wrecking mid-range slasher. And the special thing about that, this build is its finishing abilities. So you get a 90 or an 88 driving layup, you get a 96 driving dunk, and you get a 95 standing dunk. And on top of that, you get the 93 mid-range, so you can still knock down shots from all, spots on the court. And then it's not too bad on defense. You get an 85 perimeter, you get a 74 block, you even get some lanes with the 60 steal. And then you can help your big on the glass with the 80 defensive rebound. So this was just a build I wanted to make, like a tough slasher type build. And as you can see, I got that with the finishing here. Really enjoyed this build. On to the next build. All right, for my next build, I got a 7-4 two-way mid-post cleaner. So the idea with this build was I was still learning how to use cap breakers this 2K. This might have been my second or third build of the year. I just wanted to see how broken the cap breakers could be, or like how I can utilize them. And this build is pretty insane. So you get a 96 close shot, 70 driving layup, not too bad. You get a 90 standing dunk and a 96 post control. But where I utilize the cap breakers is I put a 60 3-pointer, and I was able to get that to 89. So when I found that out, this build was so fun to use. Able to stretch the floor. You can still kind of defend. You get the 84 block, 85 interior, and at 7-4, you're really taking up a lot of space on the court defensively. And then you're strong as hell. You're able to back down almost anybody in the rec, anybody in the park. So it was just really an experimental build, and I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of fun, be able to take somebody down low if they were small, or, be able to stretch the floor for my teammates in the rec, or, any other mode. On to the next build. All right, so this is my post bully stretch dimer. And the idea of this build was just to be like a Dirk. I wanted to have like a power forward, 7-foot power forward for that matter, that could kind of shoot, dribble, defend decently. It's an average defender because Dirk was not a lockdown. But yeah, that's what I was trying to get with this build. As you can see, I got a 90 layup. I got a 96 close shot again because Dirk was really good in the post. Oh, and I finally got my threshold for the 93. That would have got me deep bomber. But you can see the shooting is nice. I used cap breakers on the pass act because I got so many cap breakers. Dirk wasn't too bad of a passer. I didn't want to use it on defense. I wanted to keep the defense kind of mid. But he was, not the worst. But this is defense that'll get the job done. And it was a power forward, so I went 85 rebounding. And that's the Dirk build. And for my final build, I'll show you that next. All right, this is my final unreleased build. It was a Nas rebuild. I'm a Timberwolves fan, so Nas Reed was one of my favorite players. Still is one of my favorite players. Hope he balls out in Charlotte. So this is my inside out creator. It was designed to be like a Nas Reed, and they call him Big Jelly. So I went 98 driving layup. I went 93 driving dunk because Nas Reed does get up. I went 76 on the standing dunk just to have standing dunks. Nas Reed is an excellent 3-point shooter, so I went 90 on the 3-ball with cap breakers. And then Nas Reed is like known as one of the better ball handlers as a big man, so I went 80, ball handle. Nas ain't the best defender, so I kind of kept the defense, where it's effective but still like mid. And then I got some rebounding to help out the centers that I play with. And that's the Nas Reed build. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to really lock in for 2K27. Hope y'all enjoyed the builds I got coming out for that game. Have a nice day and check out these 2 videos right here.